Well, Coach, I just got to say, we always get in trouble when we make noise.
Yeah.
Look who's making noise back. If y'all heard chair squeak and rattle, that was Star back there.
I don't know what she was doing.
Man.
She was making a racket.
She was.
You pull it back. This chair goes back.
Be careful back there, all right? Don't break the chair. That's Randy's chair.
I've thought of one before.
Oh, man, as we welcome everybody to the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show Wednesday afternoon. That's head coach and athletic director Sammy Burnett. That special guest, Case Markham, that we're going to visit with in a few moments, our player of the week. Coach, how are you, sir?
I brought me an ugly kid so we'd both look pretty.
They make us look good, doesn't he? Yeah, right.
I think it's the other way around.
Oh, isn't it? Listen to him. I'm doing great, Carl. How are you?
Man, I'm doing wonderful. It's Wednesday. We've already talked about the Midland game, so we're going to move on here and talk a little bit about China Spring. We got other sports going on and just a plethora of activity.
We do.
Tennis and volleyball last night, both prevailing pretty good.
Yeah, volleyball hosted Midland Christian at Warren Gym. Started out slow. I mean, they stumped their toe a little bit. I think they were down like 18-11 and came back and won that first game. And from that point on, they just gathered together and had two good second and third games and left the gym with 3-0 and got home early.
Yeah.
It was a great show. It's nice. It's fun to watch those girls really playing well. Coach Smith's got them going and their team, and they're playing well. So congratulations to them for getting back into the win column. And then tennis went to Glen Rose, their first district opponent, and came out victorious 16-3. So congratulations, Coach Blasek and the tennis team for their endeavors over there in Glen Rose, Texas. And then cross country's wrapping up their Blue Bonnet Invitational in Hyco, Texas today. So hopefully we'll hear good things from them. See if our girls can go have a three-peat and win their third Invitational in a row. So got a lot going on yesterday and today, and then of course tomorrow and the next day got a lot of things happening.
Yeah, excited about the volleyball bunch. Good volleyball is just really exciting to watch. I love it. And tennis, Glen Rose has traditionally been a pretty good tennis program, and we just handled them with ease yesterday.
Yeah, I got to go watch a sub-varsity game a couple of weeks ago and then go back over to the high school and watch our tennis team play. I caught the back end of that, but doing a good job out there competing well, and I think at that time they played San Angelo Lakeview, and boy, they did really good, so I got to see them that day, and the kids are out there having fun, doing their thing, and being successful, so it's nice to see.
What do we have before we talk football? What else do we have coming up the rest of the week?
Let's see. Rest of the week we have tennis at Graham Saturday. Volleyball on Friday. I think that was against, can't remember who it was against, but that game has been canceled. Remember who that was against?
Who was that against, Derek?
Jim Ned.
Jim Ned, that's correct. Thank you,
no
Derek.
volleyball
No
Friday.
volleyball on Friday. So
Okay.
they're off on Friday, but we do have tennis on Saturday in Graham, and then of course we have our sub-varsities playing. Our combined teams going to Lake Belton and playing over there at 5 o'clock. Our maroon freshman team will play China Springs at 5 o'clock, and then our JV will play China Springs at 7 or as to follow, and those games will be at Gordon Wood Stadium
on Bloomfield.
Bloomfield.
That's right. Looking forward to seeing our JV men. They're on a roll, right? Well, the maroon freshmen too, but the JV just rolling up some big numbers.
Yeah, and our junior high programs will kick off their games in China Springs.
Okay, so
tomorrow.
they're just now getting started.
Their season kicks off tomorrow.
I'm curious to watch some of that 8th grade bunch. I know a couple of those kids.
Yeah,
and,
they got a good group of kids, a really good group of kids. They play well together. They've had a lot of success last year, didn't lose a game, so pretty talented group, so I'm looking forward to see the growth in them. Don't get to see them much. They practice the same time we practice, and the only time I get to catch games is when they play at our stadium, so hopefully I'll get to see them soon, and they'll just pick up where they left off last year, but they got a talented group, and the future's bright for that class for sure.
All right, let's go varsity-wise. China Springs, 7:30, facing the Cougars, Brownwood Lions, and Cougars, who are 2-0, off to a pretty good start. Beat a good Lorena team last week, so you've watched them a little bit. What can we expect from the Cougars?
I watch them a lot. Matter of fact, they got a good defense. Their defense plays hard. A lot of returners from last year, and they have a lot of new kids, but they play really hard and really fast. They fly the football. Coach Bell has them playing well over there. They got a lot of confidence coming off last year's semifinal run where they got beat by Carthage, who won the state championship in a blowout fashion. So they got a lot going for them. Offensively, they got a good offensive line. They got some good receivers, but I think they're led by Major Bowden, who was former Brownwood Lion. Father took a job over there, and Major's done a great job. He's a hard-working kid, and he sort of goes, the team goes as Major goes. So our goal is to try to stop Major and see if we can't put some pressure on them and do some things to make them uncomfortable. But like I said, all in all, they're a good football program right now. Got great numbers, a lot of kids, and they're playing really hard and really fast. But for us, that's just day in and day out. Everybody we play is talented, high-level football teams week in and week out. So I think we've had 3 good days of practice. Our kids are working hard. I think we're gelling better together as a team. I said before, we had some things internally that we're trying to work on, and our kids responded to our coaches. They responded to the senior leadership that we have, and also had an opportunity for our 4 captains to step up this week and learn how to lead, and had a lot of conversation with them and conversation with some teammates. And I think all in all, it was great, just sit down intervention with our team. And to our kids' credit, they're maturing and they're responding to that. So we're finishing the week well. Practice-wise, preparation-wise, I think we have an outstanding game plan for them. We just need to go out there and execute all 3 phases of the game and let the chips fall where they may, and play with great passion and play fast and play physical. And I think our kids are preparing to do that.
All right, you said we've had 3 good days of practice. Health-wise, everybody seems to be okay?
Jordan Leach is suffering from a thigh bruise along with Jason Jackson, so they're sort of gimped up a little bit. Ezra Diller had still nursing a hyperextended knee. Got some finger issues and things like that, but all in all, it's just part of being in week 3 of football and banging it around for a little bit. It hurts and all that, but you just got to be tough enough to play through it. But injury wise, we don't have anybody on the sideline injured. We do have a young man, Seth Atkins, who is out with COVID on COVID protocol, so he won't be with us. And but other than that, I mean, just bangs and bruises and things you got to play through. We're pretty healthy.
All right. Tickets pretty simple for this week.
Pretty simple. If you want to go to the game, you go and buy your ticket at the gate, and they're $6 a ticket. So they take cash, so you don't have to worry about anything else. You just show up to the game, go to the gate, purchase your ticket. Kids, adults, it doesn't matter. $6, and get in the game and hopefully see a good one.
We haven't talked about COVID much, but we know the Bangs game canceled. You mentioned Seth with COVID. You told me Burnett not being able to play this week.
Yeah, Burnett closed their school down for 2 days. I got off the phone this morning with Kurt Jones, David, and I call that's David's brother. He's the athletic director at Burnett. We called over and talked to him. He said they had 4 kids out last week with it. They're back this week going through their protocol in shorts, but he thinks that they'll be in full force and ready to go next week, which is good for us. That's homecoming. Sure don't want to try to scramble and find a game if they weren't able to play, and that would be unfortunate for them. So hopefully they'll be healthy and be back in school and have an opportunity to play that game. It's important for their kids to get to play those games and those seniors. So our hope is that they're full force and ready to go when they come to Brownwood next Friday.
Yeah.
If something happens, I will find out this weekend. He'll let me know, and if something happens, we'll do everything in our power to find a game. Hopefully it'll be a home game, like I said, because that's homecoming. If not, we'll make arrangements to move homecoming to another date and still have those festivities for our kids in the community. And then if we have to travel, find a game, we'll do whatever we have. And at that point, I'll play whoever. It doesn't really matter to me. Our kids need to play. So hopefully that won't happen, but we already have plans in place working on that in case something does happen. And then the unfortunate event that Burnett would not be able to play, hopefully would be able to secure a game.
Yeah, that'll be next week on the 17th here at home. Hopefully that will get back and homecoming night. So keep our fingers crossed and keep us posted.
Yes, sir.
I know that you will. All right. Before I think we're ready to move on to our special guest, our player of the week, as you announced on Monday, our Triple T player of the week.
Second week that we were able to do this, and the new person, I feel bad after the game on Friday. I was a little disheartened and probably wasn't thinking straight, but Derek asked me bright spots of the game, and when I reflected back on who I wanted to take to the coaching staff for nominees for player of the week, I failed to mention, Case, a big thing for us is punts, fielding punts. They're difficult to do, and to have the courage to go do that. And that was a bright spot of the game for us. He fielded 7 punts cleanly, was able to return a couple of those, and I did not mention that after the game, so that's a a weakness on my part. But when I started thinking about Player of the Week, that's the first thing that popped in my head was his returns, and I took it to the coaching staff on Sunday, and we discussed it. And Case had 9 tackles and 6 solos, and for a cornerback, that's a lot of tackles. And for him to come up and be able to play the run, but be able to play the pass, but yet rally to the run and make tackles, I thought was really big. That's a lot of tackles for a corner. 6 solos, and he also had 2 big pass breakups that could have continued drives for them. Really one on the sideline that was big play that did a great job of playing technique, and receiver went up to catch the ball, and Case went up and played his hands and made a big play for us to get off the field to give our offense an opportunity to go be successful. He's also a slot receiver for us and can start if we wanted him to, but for us right now, him being out there every play on defense and be able to be on special teams is important for us. Does a great job in the kick return game. He put him over in that, this week he'll be in a position where when they pooch the ball, it's usually that direction, and that's where Case will be, and have all the confidence in the world that he's going to fill those balls. And if he has a chance to return one, he will. If not, he'll fair catch it and get our offense on the field. But after 9 tackles and 6 solos and 2 pass breakups and 7 fielded punts with returns, it was pretty evident to us that Case was our week 2 player of the week.
All right. Your microphone is blinking red. That has me a little concerned. What does that mean, Star?
Probably going dead.
Okay, well, let's test.
Test.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
I'm glad, because I sure don't want to repeat all that.
That was a great intro.
Thank you.
All right, we'll pass the mic over and visit with Case Markham, our player of the week. I like his shirt, too. And by the way, thank you, Coach, for the... Hey, what happened to my shirt again already?
I took it.
You already took one of mine.
No, I didn't. I took one of Derek's.
Well, it was laying right there in the chair. Oh, man. I'm going to start.
Thanks,
Man,
Coach.
these kids around here, Coach,
I know.
know how it is to deal with kids?
Yeah.
Man.
Speaking of kids, I look like Mr. T over here.
Yeah, I like that right there with lines.
His bling.
Yeah. Man, you are looking blingy this morning, Case Markham. How are you, man?
I'm good. How about you?
Well, I'm good. Congratulations. Our second ever player of the week.
Yes, sir.
What was it, 9 tackles and 2 pass deflections, as Coach said. And I went back and listened to the podcast yesterday, and, yeah, we called your name a lot. 2 or 3 times during the game we talked about how a big a game you were having. So
Yes, sir.
congratulations on that. What is your mindset on defense when you're back there playing quarterback and watching the quarterback of the other team? So what are you thinking out there?
It's really just it's me and the receiver one-on-one. Don't let him catch the ball. If the ball's in the air, it's got to be mine, and I can't let him catch it. And if they run I'm pass first, so can't let him catch it. But if they run the ball, we have to rally up there and make a tackle as a team.
You're one of those players that could probably fit. He talked about you being a backup end. You've even played a little bit of quarterback from here,
Yes, sir.
from time to time, and defense and return punts. So you're one of those type of players that pretty much could fit in anywhere, I think.
Yes,
A
sir.
utility player, so to speak, in baseball.
Yes, sir.
So you're a junior. Tell us a little bit about yourself. A junior, right?
Yes, sir. I used to fish high school tournaments with my partner Logan Duncan, and we decided to stop fishing this year so I could focus on football. And then this summer I had a couple setbacks with injuring my leg at state 7-on-7.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had to get surgery in Mexico on a sports hernia. But we got back in the weight room and started grinding again, and here we are.
Man, Coach did mention Monday about how good of a fisherman you are. Let's talk about that for a moment. So you and Logan did these tournaments and stuff? So,
Yes, sir.
So what do you mainly fish for?
Fish for bass. It's 5 fish tournaments.
Fish is for fish, Carl. Come on.
Yeah, he likes to catch fish. So bass, what is your preferred choice of bait? Artificial stuff?
Artificial, yes,
Do you
sir.
use any type of brand?
Strike King.
Have you ever heard of the Guggen
I
baits?
have. I've met a couple of the guys from there, too.
Have you really?
Yes,
That's what
sir.
my oldest son uses, and he catches
They
a
work
lot.
pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of bass.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to, hey, where's Roland Martinez at? Is he?
I like the H and
Bill
H
Dance.
spinnerbait.
H&H spinnerbaits. I've heard of that
It's
too.
not Roland Martinez. It's Roland Martin.
Oh,
Oh, gosh.
Roland Martin. Bill Dance. I used to watch all of those old fishing shows.
Who's the guy that isn't it Roland Martin that always wore the Tennessee cap?
That's Bill Dance.
Bill
What?
Dance. See how much I know about
Bill Dance.
I don't watch fishing, I fish.
I love those Bill Dance outtakes. You ever watch any of those?
Oh, they're funny.
That's some funny stuff. What? Did I really say that?
Good. See what
Sorry.
See what I did with
I'm already
Oh,
turning
yeah.
red. Man. All right. So, number 10. Why number 10? Is there somebody that you envy at number 10 or somebody you watched?
I kind of like, he's not number 10, but it's a guy I watched a lot in college. His name's J.C. Horn. He went to South Carolina, and he got picked in the first round this year. He played cornerback, and he was one of those corners that he was really good in man coverage, and he wasn't afraid to go up and make a hit when he needed to. So
I remember that. Who's he playing with now?
the Panthers.
The Panthers.
Yes, sir.
All right. So is there anybody else that you like to emulate or maybe watch their game or somebody you're a fan of?
Cooper Kupp, wide receiver for
Really?
the L.A. Rams.
Now, he wears number 10.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
And he's one of those players who can catch the ball. He can catch kicks, catch punts. One of those utility players, as you could say.
Well, there's no doubt about that. So when you're back receiving a punt, you fielded 7 punts, as Coach said the other day.
Yes, sir.
You see these guys coming downfield. So when is that decision to call a fair catch or not?
It's kind of like right in the moment. Like, if you think you can get a return, go good. But you have to know, if you give a fair catch and they hit you, it's a flag. So you can't be scared of it.
Right.
If you fair catch and they hit you, it's still going to be our ball. So
All right, what do you see against China Spring this week? I know they're a run-mostly team, but they
Yes,
will
sir.
throw the ball.
Oh, Major, he throws better. He's right-handed dominant, and he likes to get out of the pocket. So we'll be looking for a lot of sprint-out passes, but he only has thrown a couple of touchdowns in the games they played, and we're really going to be focusing on the run this week. But you always have to be prepared for him to step back and throw.
You know, they run a lot of option, and the option pass is basically like a double pass that receiver will just jog off the ball. And we talked about that yesterday, how he's just going to lollygag off the ball like he's doing anything. Then Major will set back after the option and try to throw it deep. When they do throw the ball, they like to throw it deep, and they like to throw it to the back out. So we're preparing for that. But they are a run-dominant team. So he'll do his job, play the pass, and once he recognizes run, he'll rally late and make tackles if he needs to.
Oh, yeah. He had 9 last week. Case Markham again. So what else besides fishing, football, what other hobbies, or what else do you like to do in your spare time?
I practice baseball a good amount, and then just like to go hunting sometimes. Go spotlighting at night or whatever to do on the weekends.
Are you playing baseball this coming year?
Yes, sir.
All right. Awesome. You played last year, I think.
Yes, sir.
I do remember. Yeah, you played what, little right field at
Yes,
times?
sir. Right field and second base.
Right. Again, utility player right here.
Yes,
Put him
sir.
in anywhere, Coach. Well, Case, congratulations on the Player of the Week.
Thank
Good
you.
luck at China Spring. We'll be there. Anything else football-wise or otherwise?
Just got to execute our game plan this week, and we'll be able to come away with the win.
Hey, I got a question for you.
What's up?
2 years ago, you won my trivia.
Yes, sir.
Have you picked up your prizes?
I did.
Okay, good. See, I remember some things, okay?
Got my Dr. Pepper and T-shirt.
You were a freshman when you did
Yes,
that.
sir.
I think you were just getting ready for practice one morning.
Yes,
and
sir.
I guess y'all were listening to us and called in and won the early morning trivia.
Yes, sir. Me and my dad.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks for being here.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
And good luck on Friday night. We'll see you out there.
Thank you.
All right, Coach. Good stuff, man.
Well, here's what's funny is I hear Case talking about on the way over here winning trivia. Got Dr. Pepper's in a T-shirt, and then he was bragging about how many dove he shot in a row and how many dove him and his dad killed and how many fish they catch. You know, I have never seen a bag of fish nor a dove that I could put in my oven or my smoker. So I don't understand what's going on here. Known his daddy my whole life, and I ain't got a bag of fish yet.
Oh, man. Case,
We'll
you
have
got
to
to
work
take
that
care
out.
of your
You know-
coach
you know-
now.
You know what my favorite food is?
Yeah.
Fish.
You like? I did not
Crappie.
know that.
Boy, do I. You know what they call crappie in Louisiana?
Crappy.
Sac-a-lait.
Sac-a-lait. See, I did not know that.
Learn something every day. I'm a
Not
plethora
that
of useless knowledge.
That's good stuff. All right, man, this was a great show today. Thank you for getting Case in here. And Friday night, again, get your tickets at the gate. They're all $6.
$6 at the gate.
Doesn't matter how old, student, anybody, they're
Nope.
$6.
Nope, doesn't matter.
And they will take cash.
They will take cash, or you may not get in. You better bring cash. I don't think they take credit.
All right. I think I'm going to go fishing after the show. It's rolling around anyway.
Where's
Wear your
Roland?
life jacket.
Where's Roland Martinez?
Oh, man.
Last time you went fishing.
Yeah, I had a little bad luck. But anyway, we'll talk about that another day. Coach, man, great stuff. Anything else sports-wise or otherwise?
No, I want to make sure we thank those that make this show possible. Of course, Auto Glass Magic, Avalon Custom Homes, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Hendrick Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Peets, Landmark Life, MC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Tea.
All right, Coach, thank you so much. Appreciate you. We'll see you Friday out at China Spring.
You bet. Have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett, here on the Coaches Show every Monday and Wednesday at this time on KOXC, and, of course, video streamed at KOXC.com.